Okay, guys, here we're gonna do live reaction to it right now. Sorry, I got so late, but here we go.
Fire. Air.
Now remember, guys, this is gonna be like a motion comic, so
Water.
keep that in mind. So everybody, this is a fan project. If you didn't know, this is not an official Avatar thing, but still cool.
Following Avatar Korra's death, the world entered a new age of uncertainty and instability. The fate of the Avatar cycle remained a mystery.
They put a lot of effort in this, though.
Rapidly faded.
Very nice.
Rivalries between nations intensified. Human spirit relations deteriorated. And in the shadows, dark powers began to stir. As the world's nations found themselves at the brink of war, a choice was made. Truth was abandoned in the name of harmony. And
The audio is
Avatar
really good, too.
returned.
They did a good job with whoever's doing the voiceover. So they're going with the false Avatar storyline, similar to what happened in the Rise of Kyoshi novels. Oh, that felt more like a teaser trailer than a book trailer. Oh, I thought it was going to be more. I was expecting a little bit more from it. I mean, that was still cool, though. Like that's a much better update than what we've got over the past however long it's been, right? I should probably be reading their comments and seeing what people are saying about the... We'll watch it again. We're going to watch it again, and we're going to watch it with the playback with... We'll do the chat reaction is how we'll do it, I guess is how I'll say it. But let's see what people... They'll say, let's go! Oh my god! Is what people are saying. Hold on, let's see what they're saying on the chat. Let's go! Oh my god, it's so perfect! Oh my god, heck yeah!
It can be easy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, no, we're not watching you. We're not watching you. We're not watching you. We're going to watch that again. Hold on. I didn't even look at the audience. I mean, it's just probably people being excited, right? All right, hold on. So we have that. How do we do the playback for the chat? Don't premieres have playback for the chat again? Well, okay, we'll overanalyze it. But first off, let's talk up to the chat because I know I like started this really fast and you guys are like, what's going on right now? Like, what's he actually watching?
Fire.
Hold on. Let's well, we're gonna do another second rewatch of it, but let me see who's in the chat just real quick so I can deal with that. Hey, what's going on, Ken Fan? What's up, Afro Samurai? What's up, Ali Savage, the Webby? We are doing a live reaction to the Legend of Genji Book 1 trailer. It is a fan project. And I thought it was gonna be a more full thing. It's pretty much the same as what we got from the teaser, because what we learned from the initial teaser, what they brought out, I want to say like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. You know, the same thing that we understood is that, you know, Korra died in an explosion, very young. The new information we did get, though, is that the nations are split again, and that, you know, there's poor relations between the spirits and humans, which is the same thing that happened during Wan's Wan's era, which is actually really cool. Like this right here, I thought was really well designed. Like, this is a really nice piece of art that they have here. Like, the artists that they got to do this did a really good job. Like, they did the same style that you see in the comic books that we have for Avatar currently. Let's do another watch through real quick. We're gonna do one more watch through just so I can watch it a second time. And then we'll talk about it in the chat. We'll all talk about it together. So everybody, sit back. We're gonna watch it one more time. Let's go.
Fire.
I might pause it a few times.
Air.
Oh, let's actually... Okay, so it looks like they have the same person representing... It looks like it's a Water Tribe person who's doing this. So, like, look at this. Looks like Water Tribe robes, right? Like, this, like, it has blue. You have, like, the arm guards. Looks like something Korra would wear. But they're doing earthbending. Interesting. Or, I'm sorry, well, this is fire first, I should say.
Air. Water.
Yeah, this is the same character each time. I wonder what... This isn't Genji, is it? No, that's not Genji. Genji looks a little bit different, unless that is Genji. But wouldn't Genji be wearing his... Because Genji comes from the Sand People. So wouldn't he be wearing Sandbender clothing? This is interesting. I wonder why the intro has the same... Because what we had in the past, we've had different characters every time. So in the original Last Airbender, we had Azula. I think we had Roku's master... Roku and Paku. So we have, like, you know, Master Bender showing off master bending. And then in Legend of Korra, we had Ooh, who did we have for Legend of Korra? Oh, Legend of Korra was all the avatars. So, we had Aang, Korra, Kyoshi. I think Roku was in that one as well. But in here, we have one character who looks like a waterbender of some kind, but I don't know how that relates to Genji, because Genji is a earthbending sandbender. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat about why is it that they have just this one character represented on this intro here? Isn't it Korra? Oh, is this Korra? Is this the representation of Korra? It could be Korra, but the hair is too short. Look, this looks sort of like a bob. Like she's got like a crew cut like on the bottom edge. What do they call it? She has like an undercut. And yeah, Korra has a full bob, and then this character here has like an undercut. So it doesn't look like it's Korra. Yo, my first live. Hey, welcome to your first live. Welcome to the chat. The avatar cycle restarted. Oh, so that's true. Okay, that's a good answer. Is that the avatar cycle restarted, so it would only be Korra. I mean, to be fair, we haven't always seen the avatars in the intro. Like in the original Last Airbender, we saw Azula in there, so that doesn't really count. But if we're trying to go based off Legend of Korra intro, it's supposed to be just avatars, and maybe that's what they're going to be doing going forward. Maybe this is supposed to be Korra. Is this supposed to be like an older version of Korra? Maybe like, oh, true, because we don't know when she died. I mean, we know like she died in her 50s, 60s in this version of the timeline. Maybe that's what she looked like older as an older woman. Maybe she had shorter hair, because that would make the most sense. Because yeah, they're wearing Water Tribe gear, being able to do all the elements. Yeah, maybe that's Korra, but just a different design than what we've seen in the past. Maybe this is like an older version of Korra who cut her hair even shorter than what she cut it in book 4. Let's say we're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna say that's probably Korra. Let's say that's Korra. Yeah, smart chat. Thank you, Planet Code. All right, let's continue.
Following Avatar.
So I don't know who this is. I don't know. Oh, that's Asami. I think that picture is Asami right there. But yeah, see, the picture right here has Korra with longer hair, but maybe that's just a picture. Sometimes when they're at funerals, they use a picture of someone when they're younger. So maybe we're just seeing a picture of, book 4 Korra represented at her funeral, even though, as we saw in the intro, her hair looks like it might have been cut shorter. That makes sense. And I think these two are just random Earth Kingdom citizens who are getting the news about, Korra. Also, we have a more modern newspaper. As you can see, the newspaper is in color because we are now in like a more modern version of Avatar. I believe someone said that we're now in the 60s or the 70s of the quote unquote Avatar world. So we will be seeing like automobiles and things like that. Maybe even some telephones might play a factor in the story.
Korra's death. The world entered a new age of.
I think this is all stuff we've seen before. This is just repurposed art that they had in their teaser when they were talking about how Korra died due to some explosion in Ba Sing Se. That's all we know. She died in some explosion in Ba Sing Se. Probably they had to edit the design a bit to prevent copyright. No, I mean, once you're doing a fan project, you can kind of do whatever you want. You don't really have to, change the design. If anything, you get yourself in more trouble if you try to do like new designs and like try to sell it, because it's not really your intellectual property or anything like that. But yeah, let's continue.
And instability. The fate of the Avatar cycle.
Okay, I don't think there's any like known characters. Okay, something about no Earth Kingdom or no Earth Federation. Well, I forget. I think the new Earth thing it's like a democracy now of like United Nations kind of a thing, sort of a situation. So people are angry, obviously. I mean, people will be angry if the Avatar died and that sort of thing. So something about the Dai Li, we see this little cut of paper right behind me here. So maybe the Dai Li were involved. Maybe the Dai Li were the ones who were behind killing Korra. I do know that one of the characters does join the Dai Li, so there could be a whole storyline about what's going on. Maybe she wanted to join the Dai Li. I'll explain what character I'm explaining later, because she does show up in the trailer. But maybe she joins up just thinking, oh, this is a great place to be, but then like slowly starts investigating. Hey, the Dai Li might have been behind like Korra's death or assassination, when she eventually maybe joins Team Avatar with Genji and everyone else.
Remained a mystery, and light and peace rapidly faded from.
And then this cool, so we're starting to get news reports. You even see in the top is kind of cut off at the top, but you can see a news report, news anchors in full color. So we're in that time period where we can have full color news reporting, live reporting, that sort of thing. A very modern avatar. So that's going to be very interesting to see how a modern avatar plays out. Wait, no Dai Li? Someone in the chat says no Dai Li. I'm not sure why they are saying no Dai Li. Oh my God, this looks very interesting. Yeah, it looks very interesting. So no Dai Li? I don't know what you mean by no Dai Li. I mean, that definitely was the Dai Li that we saw. I don't know how they're, I'm just speculating on how they're tied to Korra and her death. Oh, hello. Uche wanted to say hi. He's here every time, guys. Literally, every time I'm filming. We'll pause right quick to have a cute cat moment. Hi, you want to say hi, everybody? They're right there. Yeah. Say hello. Say hello. You want to sit on my lap? Sit on my lap. Sit on my lap. It's okay. Here, I'll talk softer. Like I was saying before, beautiful art. Now we know that there's conflicts between humans and spirits, which is great. So there's probably going to be some sort of outcry against this new Earth Kingdom. I forget what I think it's called, the Earth Federation or something like that. I can't remember what the new version of Earth Kingdom is. So there's probably human conflict there. There's obviously going to be the human and spirit conflict. Seems like there's some sort of dark spirit or dark dragon or something. Wait, is that a dragon? That looks like a dragon.
Dark powers began to stir.
I'm not sure what that is. Found themselves at the brink. And I'm sure, okay, so everybody's going to, so I'm sure you're going to have some soldiers within this Earth Federation. That's going to be a conflict. You're going to have these, big spirits that are, so we're probably going to have a technology versus spirit plot line, subplot, most likely.
Truth was abandoned in the name of harmony, and the Avatar returned.
Okay, so right now, the Avatar you see right here, this is not Genji. This is not the Legend of Genji. The creators of this fan project wanted to make it very clear that they had come up with this storyline well before reading any of the Kyoshi novels. It's just that it happens that that is a common theme. Apparently, when I read back to one of the animated books, one of the official animated behind the scenes books for The Last Airbender, or I think it might have been Legend of Korra, where they said they had been thinking about doing a false avatar for a while, and then that the first place where they were able to do that was in the Kyoshi novels. So basically, and also that might happen often in history. So it's very possible that it happened once during the Kyoshi era and now here. The thing that I would like to see, though, is that I wonder if these fan creators are going to mention false avatar Yoon, who shows up in the Kyoshi novels, since it's a recurring sort of a thing, and they're like, oh, we don't want to make this another Avatar Yoon, and just to hang a lantern on that just a little bit before they move on with that, But what was I just gonna say about? Oh, so this person here is not Genji. It is I forget. I know his name is on their Instagram. I forgot his name though. But basically, they assume it. They think because he's probably a very powerful Earthbender. He probably passed some of the tests, and they were like, okay, this is gonna be our Avatar. But then realizing he can't be anything else is actually, I think the theme that they're trying to play with is that they didn't think to look to the sandbenders, just in the same way that like the waterbenders don't look to the swamp benders for like the next Avatar, right? I think they expect to be, the next Avatar probably going to be in Ba Sing Se or some big city, not some sandbender who's like, off in the desert somewhere. So we'll see how that storyline goes. But I think any kind of false Avatar storyline is always going to be rife with really good conflict, very good source of, I don't know, just tension. I love that the fangirl going across. So, okay, so this is Genji here. So that is actually Genji, the guy with the tornado in his hand, the tornado sandstorm sort of thing. I forget, honestly, I don't know most of the characters' names yet. I just know Genji mostly. I know that she is fire royalty, the one who's right above my head. She's some water something tribe, I forget. I believe this airbender here, he is, I forget. I remember one of these characters is non-binary too, if I'm not mistaken. I forget which one is, so sorry if I'm misjudging with the pronouns. I'm going to go with, the visual because I'm not sure which one of these were non-binary. I mean, I know for sure Genji's a male pronoun. And now a lot of people have been asking about this girl. So this is the one who I said was the Dai Li agent who might, investigate and realize, oh shoot, the Dai Li are kind of bad and go away from that. So some people have been like, why is she black? What's going on here? Here's the thing. Avatar is based on all Asian cultures, like Pan-Asian. So we're talking about East Asia. So like the ones that in America, typically people know the East Asians, the Japanese, Koreans, Chinese. Then you also have like, the South Asians represented. So you had the Indians, like for instance, Guru Patik was a representation of that. Then you have Southeast and things like that. You even has Americans, like Native Americans, Indigenous Americans, who are represented as well, because as we know through history, their great ancestors were people who came from, the Asian continent over the Alaskan, the Bering Strait, when it had not the Bering Strait. I forget the name of the ice cap that the name of that they walked across to get the Americas. And we saw that with the original Firebender Masters, that episode where we had the representation of I think Aztec and Mayan cultures and Inca cultures and things like that. Same is the case for this character. So there are actually, quote unquote, not, I mean, it depends on how you define black, because it could be ubiquitous, because black people are all over the world in every kind of subgroup, but it depends on how you determine what a black person is. But if you go to Australia, if you look at the Australian Aborigines, if you look at a lot of the Polynesian peoples, they look very similar to what you would consider a black person, which is mostly descendants of West Africans. With the same, facial features, the same skin tones, same coarse hair, and that sort of a thing. So just to inform you all, it's not like, oh no, they're just adding in people. It's like, no, like that. There is actually historical precedence for that backing. Just that most people aren't aware of that, which is cool. I mean, you could have something like this, and I'll be interested to see what nation she's gonna come from, because it's gonna be kind of hard to be like, hey, how come we've never seen these people before? Like, why is it so? Because we haven't seen people go that quite this dark, unless we're looking at the more South Asian sort of representation. But there are, indigenous, peoples who do look like that in the Pan-Asian community. Okay, let's continue on. And then, of course, at the top, this is the false avatar. I think his name is Guan, false avatar Guan, who obviously looks angry because once it's realized that Genji is the true avatar, I'm sure he's going to be very angry about that. Very similar to how Yoon was very angry when it was discovered that Kyoshi was the true avatar. Yeah, I really thought this was gonna be a way bigger trailer. I mean, it is 1 minute and 30 seconds, so that's pretty big. But I thought we were gonna get like a whole lot more. It was way shorter than I thought, but it's actually coming out. This is good. We have a date, April 16th, which is like now is when the first book comes out. So that's like in a few days. So we'll watch that too. We'll watch the first episode together, guys. We'll do a live reaction to it. But let me go to the chat, see if anybody have any additional comments, maybe that I did not catch or anything like that. Hold on, let me go to a better logo so people can see how to find them. So yes, if you want to follow the Legend of Genji people, they are on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram. That's where I follow them. Is on Instagram. Let's see. What is Papua New Guinea? There's a lot of people there who you can mistake for being, oh, are you African American or something? But they're like, no, we're not African American. We just look like African Americans. Like, there's a lot of people across the world in the Pan Asian community that look like typical black people, quote unquote. New team avatar. Yes, we have a new team avatar. I didn't know they had an official website. Yes, they do have an official website. So go ahead and check it out if you can. Sandbending person equals an airbender and earthbending kid. Oh, that's true. He's probably going to be really good at earthbending and airbending. I didn't even think about that, but you're very, very right. Because growing up, I'm sure a lot of the sandbenders deal with a lot of air. Maybe even in this new version of sandbender, since now we are in a world that is more merged, we will have this sort of idea of dual airbending, or not, dual bending just in general. For some of these people, like we had Mako and Bolin and that sort of thing. Not that they would bend to elements, but that they would just have maybe styles that, like, you have an earthbender who has airbending style. Like, how's that going to look? That's going to be actually very interesting to see. How do you mix those two elements when they're so opposites of each other? So that'd be cool to see if they even explore that or go into that. To be honest, I think it's weird Genji doesn't look like Asami, since the next avatar looks like the past avatar's most loved person. Oh, really? Like someone says, yeah, that's just a fan theory. But is that actually true? Oh, I guess so. Does Aang look like Roku's wife? Kind of, I guess. And then, yeah, I don't know if that's really true. Yeah, I don't know if that really holds up. If we start really examining that, I don't know if that would hold up. This is really exciting. Yes, it's not a Netflix project. This is a fan project. It's going to be on their YouTube. You can see all the information here behind me, so you can check it out. So do you only stream Avatar stuff on YouTube? Yes, I only stream Avatar stuff on YouTube. Twitch is where we do all the other non-Avatar stuff. People say the next Avatar looks like the past Avatar's wife. Maybe you thought that the fake Avatar looked like Asami. Okay, maybe. All right, cool. So that is going to end this. Like we saw, April 16th is the premiere date. We'll do another live reaction to that one as well. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for joining me at this live reaction. Again, if you're watching this video after the fact, go ahead and let us know in the comments below what's your favorite thing about this Legend of Genji project and what you're looking forward to it the most. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more Avatar content like this, and comment below. I'll see you on the next one. And as always, peace, love, and remember, be water, my friends. And this is the awkward part where I have to press in because we're on a live stream. Bye, guys.